Hi, how are you? Welcome or welcome back. It's New Year's Day. It's kind of late on New Year's Day, but it's still New Year's Day. And tomorrow the world gets back to work, I suppose. So I'm happy to have you here. I'm still working on the koi fish, of course. This is going to take forever, but that's okay. If you like the sound of my voice, then I guess it doesn't matter at all. Otherwise, I'm just placing dots and talking. I hope you've had a wonderful New Year's Day so far. I think it's about almost 9 o'clock here in the evening, at night I mean. So, yeah, I had a pretty busy day. I had a lot to do and I wanted to get it done today. I didn't get outside, however, and that's got to be a priority. I've got to get outside more and walk more, but I'll do that. I did do all my bedding today though, and that's good. And I like to have my bed made in the morning, and it's even better when it's fresh sheets and comforters and blankets and all that. I've got like a million blankets to get rid of. I went through a phase where I was crocheting an awful lot of blankets. I'm not very good at crocheting, so they're nothing special, but they're warm, so I've got to give them away, I suppose. So I'm going to call the Diabetes Association to come and pick them up, and they will. And I've got clothes that either don't fit me anymore or I'll never fit into, so I'm going to get rid of those too. I like to take the first of the year to clean out the closets and, you know, just sort of have everything, you know, no piles of junk going forward, I hope. I am going to have a yard sale this spring, though, I think. I have to. I've just got too much stuff that's so old. Like I see it online sometimes, and young people don't even know what things are, but they're things that I grew up with, so, but, you know, things do get old, and I remember a friend telling me once we had identical tins. I forget what was in them, but something came in them, so we both had these tins. And we were talking one day, and she says, "Oh, mine's getting all rusty." I said, "Of course it's rusty. It's old." It's like 40 years old. My goodness. So, yeah, it's when you get older, one of the, I guess, funniest things, or maybe one of the strangest things you'll find is that you're not the only one getting old. Your things are getting old too, and they're rusting or they're falling apart, and you know, that's the weird things that we go through. Is that an, oh, that's an L, okay. Thought there was something weird there. So yeah, these are round drills. I like round drills. Don't really like the square ones. I think everyone must know that by now. The square ones fit so tight together that if you try to roll it or bend it, they'll sometimes, not now, I've only worked with these cheaper or less expensive diamond paintings, but I found that the square ones I have a tendency to pop the drills. These little things here are the drills. Whoops. Oh, that's weird. Okay, but you can stay right where you are if you'll flip over. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's the aging of the things, but I've kept a lot of stuff that belonged to my mom and my grandma, so it's just overwhelming. Not overwhelming, but it just gets to be too much. I prefer not to have a lot of stuff. I prefer to have what I need when I need it. But if I have stuff I haven't touched for years, then why keep it in my curio cabinets? And I have two of them, one on either side of the window. Those like 6-foot tall, small footprint curio cabinets from, geez, I don't know what era, I guess, but when Sears was still alive and I was still young. Anyway, I've got my brother's baby boots. Well, they're not really baby boots. They're walking shoes, baby walking shoes. I've got those. I've got, oh my goodness, I've got my mother's compacts, which are very pretty. I don't think they're very valuable, but they're very pretty. One is black and ivory. It's absolutely gorgeous. But these are things that I don't use. They're decorative, and I like to look at them, but I don't really need them. I had some knives in my knife drawer, and my son was here over Christmas, and he picks them up and he says, "What are you doing with these?" And I said, "Well, those are your dad's knives." My husband passed away 25 years ago. And he says, "Mom, they're fishing and hunting knives. You've got 3 fishing tackle boxes that you could put those knives into. They don't need to be in the kitchen." So yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting yard sale, I think. Anyway, yeah. So I hope that, well, I was hoping everything would be nice for New Year's Day, and then I happened to hear the news, and I got all depressed again because, I mean, it's not even Canada, it's in the States, but it's so sad, and I'm not going to talk about it because it's not Canada, thanks goodness, and thank goodness that I, by luck, was born here. It's just, it's not what I wanted for New Year's Day. I did see a bit of the Rose Bowl parade, though. That's always nice. I like the floats. The floats were so beautiful. And guess what? My TV is on, so I am talking away to cover the sound, but if you'll hold on a minute, I'm going to go and turn it off. There, that's so much better. I'm so sorry. I always have the TV on for noise. Well, not always, but a lot of the time I'll have it on just for noise, because it's nice to sometimes have a voice to listen to. But, oh well. So I hope, again, that you all have a very nice New Year's Day. Hopefully you have families and friends around. And I hope that whatever plans you make going forward turn out the way you want them to. Like I told you before, I'm on a little bit of a weight loss journey, and I'm doing well. Except when I got up this morning, I was up a little bit, but that's okay, because it's never a straight line down, is it? And as long as I take care of what I'm eating, then my body will take care of the rest, I hope. Well, of course it will. So, yeah, so I'm working on that, and I'm not setting any goals because I don't do that. I am going to, instead of saying, oh, this year I'm going to lose 20 pounds, I'll just say, this year I'm going to be more careful of my nutrition and exercise, and that way I'm not going to disappoint myself, because I see it happen too often to too many people. It's goals, I think, lead to, like, hardline goals, like I am going to do this and I'm going to achieve this by this date, and no, just say this is what I want to achieve, and don't put too many parameters on it. Just, and even if you don't achieve it all, but you achieve a lot of it, then that's all that matters. It's the trend. What was it? I don't know how to explain this. It's, for instance, in weight loss, you're going to go down, and then you might have a blip up, but you're going to continuously go down. So as long as the trend is going in the direction you want for whatever you want, that makes me happy. And I'm not, at the end of the year, if I can say, okay, well, I did great this year, this is what I've accomplished, then I'm happy. But if I get to the, if I set a goal and I get to the end of the year and I say, oh no, you know, I didn't achieve 20 pounds, I only achieved 18 pounds, well, I'll feel bad about that because I didn't reach that hard-lined goal. So I'm not doing it. I'm just, I know what I want, I know what I need, and I will achieve it. Not tomorrow, but I will achieve it. And that's makes me happy. Gosh, it sounds like I am preaching, doesn't it? Well, where did I put, okay. I think I'm not going to do this for too long, I hope, because I really don't want to bore you. I don't think I'll be setting it up. I don't think I'll be able to upload it tonight, but I definitely will be uploading it. I'm sorry, I had to have a drink, and I shouldn't be drinking that. It's not coffee, it is Coke Zero, which has 1.5 tons of caffeine in it. So, and I've been drinking, when I do drink coffee, I have caffeinated coffee in the morning, no more than 2 cups. And once noon comes, if I haven't had my second cup, then my second cup is decaf. And if I want another cup, it's decaf, and it's decaf for the rest of the day. So I sometimes forget that pop has caffeine, but just about everything I think has, well, most beverages have caffeine. Don't think ginger ale does, and I like ginger ale, but sometimes you just need something fizzy. So, pop is fizzy. I've been reading Oryx and Crake. I'm trying to read an hour a day to, you know, where everything is turned off and it's just you in the book. Oryx and Crake is it's the first book of the MaddAddam trilogy by Margaret Atwood. And you know, I didn't think that I would like to read Margaret Atwood because I thought she was, for years and years and years, I thought she was like a romance writer. Obviously, she's not. And Oryx and Crake, The Day of the Flood, and MaddAddam, which are the 3 books in the series, are, well, from what I've read of Oryx and Crake so far, some of the best science fiction that I've read in a long time. So I'm looking forward to, and I don't think it's going to be a hardship to try to get an hour in. I think it's going to be hard to stop after an hour. And if I don't feel like stopping, I won't. But very good books. I highly recommend them. If you like science fiction or a dystopia, she is also the author of The Handmaid's Tale. Oryx and Crake is like not the same subject matter, although it is science fiction, but it's more science-y fiction and not so much social dystopia. So yeah, I highly recommend the Mad Adam trilogy. And I haven't really read anything else by her, but I'm sure that whatever she wrote, if it's as good as Oryx and Crake, it's good. If you like that. I've also, I'm reading, oh geez, I started this last year, haven't gotten anywhere near through it, is, I won't call it a self-help book, it's I guess it is a self-help book. It's called, oh my gosh, let me look at my coffee table. Oh, yes. It's called Atomic Habits. The only word I could think of just then was habits. It's Atomic Habits. And yeah, I'm going to give that a try. Maybe it'll help me get these extra pounds off. But deep down inside, I know it's just calories. Just count your calories. Well, for me, just count your calories, and I have to absolutely stay away from bread. Bread absolutely does so much harm to me. If I eat a slice of bread, I can guarantee you I'm going to put a pound on. Bread just does not react with me too well, and then I get bloated. And I mean, I seriously get bloated. Like when I was in the hospital after my surgery, my hand had blown up. This isn't because of the bread. My hand had blown up so big that I thought I was hallucinating. The rest of me was okay. I don't think my ankles were. And mind you, I was pretty drugged up in the hospital too, because I had 3 operations that day. And yeah, I was a mess, but that is exactly what bread does to me. It just, not to my hand like that, I mean my whole body and mostly my abdomen. I get so bloated that, like, if I stuck my finger in my belly now, my belly is soft. It's fatty, but it's soft. When I eat bread, it bloats until it's hard, which is just bad as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, for me, it's counting calories and staying away from bread. And I know bread doesn't add many calories. I think I must have a sensitivity to wheat. And the reason I say sensitivity is because I did have an allergy test a couple of years ago, and I am absolutely not allergic to anything. Nothing showed up as an allergen to me on my allergy test. So it has to be just a sensitivity. And I can tell almost the minute I eat bread that something's gonna happen. And sometimes it's just something silly and little, like a sneezing fit, which often happens when I eat bread. And about, oh, I don't know, 20 years ago, my friends and I would go out for breakfast. And one day, one of my friends said, "Did you notice that every time we go out for breakfast, that when you eat toast, you start sneezing. And I knew that I always sneezed in the morning. I didn't realize, or I didn't put together that it was when I had toast. So then I started paying attention to what was going on. And yeah, I talked to my doctor about it, sent me for the allergy test. I'm not allergic to anything, so it has to be a sensitivity. Boy, I'm really talking a lot about myself today, aren't I? Wow. But we should talk about this beautiful koi fish, which is going to take me forever to finish. That's an eye. We don't want to go there. I really do like it. I think it's so beautiful. It's just has that nice movement to it. But let's see. Go down a bit more. Got lots of these. Yes. So it's a good thing you're not here in the room with me, because I can taste my breath, and that's because it's the end of the day and I need to go brush my teeth. So I wish you all a very happy new year, and I mean like the rest of the year. I hope it's happy. I hope people are kind to each other, and I hope there's less hardship in the world. And I know that it's probably not going to happen, but at least I'm in Canada. I feel so sad for the Americans, I really do. But anyway, I thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well on your diamond paintings. And maybe someday I'll see your diamond paintings, and that would be wonderful. Anyway, have a great evening. Like I said, I don't think I'll be uploading this tonight, but if I don't upload it tonight, I will upload it tomorrow morning. I'm going to give it a try of uploading it tonight. What was that, Jay? So I will give it a try. Sometimes my computer is fast and sometimes my computer is slow. And where I live, I can't have any of the big internet suppliers, because in this area they have given the rights to an independent, which is great, and they're really nice people, but it's still 5G, so sometimes it's really fast and sometimes it's really slow. So y'all have a good night and have a wonderful 2025, and I'll see you a lot during 2025, I hope. Well, hopefully you'll be here a lot in 2025 is what I mean to say, and I really appreciate it, because this is a very small channel. I don't imagine it'll get very big, but it's just nice to come on here and do something and just talk and talk and talk. Have a great one. Bye-bye now.